And welcome to 5 Minute Fightcast, the 5-minute podcast where a bunch of friends join me to discuss one topic. I'm your host, Jared, and today I'm joined by
Mark McCracken, local comic book writer / publisher.
Carl, I'm a mechanical drafter.
I'm B. Luke. I am the manager of a party supply store.
All right, guys. All of us here have read the first issue of Wolverine, issue 1, the 2014 version by Marvel Comics. To start off, I will say this podcast has spoilers about issue 1 of Wolverine. If you have not read it and you're about to, please don't listen to this podcast. And there's other people who would tell you not to listen to it because maybe it's not good. But that's not the case in this one. We don't want to give you any spoilers. So again, it's Wolverine issue 1, written by Paul Cornell, art by Ryan Stegman. Cornell wrote the past volume of Wolverine, so he's back here on writing duties. Ryan Stegman is well known for his run on Superior Spider-Man. Mark Morales, I think is how you pronounce his last name, did the inks, and David Carell did the colors, which I thought the art team on this issue was great. Mark, you had some problems with the book.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. And this is me coming off the previous volume of Wolverine. I read Cannibal, I liked that, everything. And after reading this issue, I was shocked to find out that it's the same writer.
Brian, what are your thoughts?
I'm on the fence about it. I think that it has potential. The artwork, again, amazing. But the story, there's a lot of bad puns in it. I'm gonna say it's crappy writing. It's really, ugh.
Did you read the past volume?
I read the past volume. I've been reading Wolverine since, I don't know, for a long time.
Mark, what else struck you as bad?
One thing I didn't like is that the book jumps around all over the place. There's maybe 6 different locations in the book where it's jumping. It's taken place somewhere farther into the future because Wolverine's left the Jean Grey school. He has this new suit. We don't know how. And they do that in some books, yeah, but I mean, it's just so jarring. And then it's jumping previous to that, too, to show scenes that are taking place that are still in the future, but still before this future. There's also a lot of different characters, so for a new number 1, it's jumping to a bunch of people we've never seen before, and people that haven't read the last volume might think they're missing something because they didn't read it, but really it's new for everybody.
Do you feel that the introduction of new characters is good for new readers? We're all discovering new characters together. What do you think, Brian?
That's what I was going to point out, was that characters, we're all in the same boat. We have no clue what's going on. We're all familiar. I mean, it's been leaked and everything that he lost his power, so everybody generally knows that. And so the fact of, we're in the same boat. We're in a boat ride.
Carl, does new characters, does that do anything for you? Do you like new characters?
I like new characters, but I don't see a reason to care for these people because they don't do anything in this issue.
Okay. Mark, do you feel that that is the difficulty of a 22-page comic? If it is 22
Well, see, I did think this was really bland. It's different when you introduce them one at a time, like, was it All New X-Men or Uncanny X-Men, where they introduce a new character each issue, you kind of get to know them a little. With this, they really didn't have any personality. There's actually a scene with a ninja that was apparently on Wolverine's side, and if you're not paying really close attention, you get really confused with that scene.
So you feel that the pacing, that was definitely one of the problems that you had was pacing of the book.
Yeah, and then it jumps around a lot.
Very good. So now it's a first issue. Brian, do you feel that it is truly a first issue, a good jumping on point?
I believe it is. You have solid, no one knows what's going on. They bring it back, they do allow flashbacks, so if you weren't familiar with what happened, you can jump on. And there isn't... I think it is. It's a wonderful jumping on point for everybody.
Well, let's look at the art. Because, again, that was definitely what struck me as being great about it. I personally think that editorial might have something to do with the writing style. Mark, what are your thoughts on art?
Oh, I already said that I like the artwork. I like the artwork all along. What I was going to say to Brian about being new reader friendly and talking about what happened before, they don't. Just like Jared had said, what was the big robot? What was Kitty Pryde's situation? They don't actually say. It leaves people confused.
Okay, so this is the first issue. So you feel that it didn't work. Did they hook you, and will you read issue 2?
No, and I rarely say that with the first issue.
Carl.
Give it a pass.
And Brian.
I can't wait for issue 2.
Nice. All right. This has been 5 Minute Fightcast, and we were reviewing issue 1 of Wolverine by Marvel Comics. Thank you very much for listening.
I had it a lot.